Hangout Live, streaming to YouTube. First time I've done this. I could invite you, maybe at a scheduled date. Just kind of be good to do this. Just do this. There we are. Hello.
Yay! Yay! And we have liftoff.
We are going live.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. How are you?
Hi. Haven't heard from you in ages. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Joan. I really am. I'm just sitting here listening to myself working out the whole live streaming on YouTube. So I'm glad you turned up because I was getting a little bit frustrated here.
Yeah, I keep turning up like a bad penny.
So hopefully, once we finish this, I'll be able to save it and see where it goes. But yeah, hi.
I don't know. You think you want to save this?
No, we're both happy with it. If not,
yeah.
No, it's not.
I signed like the terms of agreement. And you have to click in. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. But then nothing happened, Gary.
Yeah.
I was like talking to myself and there was no you.
Yeah.
So all right, now there's a you. Now there's somebody to chat with.
First time
Hello.
I've done this, I had to put the microphone. I've got a microphone, a mic snowball, they call it, or something like that. So I had to adjust the microphones because I was noted when I previewed the previous recordings and I was speaking, but you couldn't hear.
Oh well, you have much more sophisticated equipment than I do.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Yeah, so it's been great. It's been great working, making these poems for you the last sort of 12.
Oh, thank you.
It's been really enjoyed it.
Gary, thank you. I just, not only do I appreciate everything you've done, Gary, I know how long it takes to make a video. And then I don't even do voiceovers. I don't have a clue how to do voiceovers. So it takes, I know longer for you because it's layered. It's layer upon layer upon layer. It takes longer. I so appreciate what you've done. I do. Yeah. And the campers do too.
Yeah, it's been one thing has led on to the other, and I just really, I've really enjoyed, making the videos and the audios for you. It's like really been great. I mean, especially when we spent time on Skype and you've read it over, and I've kind of followed with you afterwards and just kind of like managed to keep up with the flow, It's been great. I mean, I love doing stuff with Joe Walker. It is really great. But most of the time he posted his devotions and he gave me the freedom to choose which ones I felt comfortable with. I always was managed to express myself within that because I felt comfortable in that, the context of his theology to do that. Even though sometimes there were difference in sort of like theology. I understood his heart and where he was coming from, and people who wanted to read.
Joe had an amazingly good heart. He did.
Yeah, and he reached and touched, a lot of people, and I know that, I mean, it's just been, it's been, he's a great brother and great support to both of us and to many other people, and
we'll see him again.
Yeah,
he just went on. He just went on a little bit ahead of us.
Yeah, he did, yeah. But your poems, I think they kind of brought a gentleness into my. When I first started to record poems for you, I found that I was speaking too quickly, a little bit kind of, not
dynamic, forcefully. Yeah. It's as if you were addressing the troops.
Yeah.
General Patton. All right, troops, listen up here.
Yeah. I must admit, I found I've been a little bit like that with Samuel because we homeschool him and I'm teaching him maths and English, and I'm noticing. I think the good Lord is saying to me, I'm being a little bit like Sergeant Major with it. Fall back and sort of like apply a bit more love and grace and sort of like it's kind of
love and grace are always good.
Yeah, it's a softness in your voice and it's just reading your poems and capturing the heart of the elderly folk there it's been such a blessing to me.
It's been joy. It's been joy on this end too, Gary. Thank you.
It's been great.
I always send. I mean, Kristen has everything that you ever did. I always send it to her, and she always said she wanted to meet you. When you come to America, but then Joe died, and
Yeah.
kind of.
Well, I've got my passport. So
Yeah, well, hey, that's a step in the right direction.
my daughter's
Yeah.
going to the Caribbean next week, so she's kind of like, "Oh, I'd
Nice.
love to go to America. Well, I'd like to go to America, so that's
Yeah.
really my
Yeah.
heart comes to America. So I've not left the UK for 20. The last time I went 23 years. Last time
Mm.
I lived, well, I went to Ireland. Popped me up. I still consider South Ireland, but yeah, it's not UK. But apart from
Yeah.
that, France about 10 years ago.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, because I remember you telling me you went to France.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
France is lovely. I know
Spain? Spain? Go to
Spain.
Spain?
Went to Alicante and a free. That was the last bachelor type holiday I had before.
Been a while then.
Yeah, that was before I got married and stuff. So that was like as a lad, I did all the things I shouldn't have been doing, but yeah, the partying and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Spain.
I do too. I do too.
Lovely. I remember
Spain.
I turned up at the Alicante airport, and we had hired a car, and the hired car hadn't turned up, so we ended up getting a taxi. This is me with my girlfriend years back called Jackie, and
Mhm.
guy there avoided the toll gates, and we ended up going a different route. We got totally lost. We ended up in a police station. And we was being run around by the Spanish police, and the only name I had for where we were staying was the Spanish Garden Villa. I mean, can you imagine that?
Yeah.
So, on the back of this
Probably 25 of them just in the area.
driving around all over the place. And it got to the morning, and we went to a travel agents, and we didn't have mobiles and stuff like that at that time. This is the 90s,
Yeah.
80s, late 80s. Eventually found the villa and fell asleep by the pool, got sunburnt. So that was absolutely brilliant. So
Ouch. Ouch. Oh my
I
God.
eventually got the hired car, which is a Fiat 126. It's like I can imagine. I had a little bit of the ump. so, so I kind of like did a 0 to 60 in 2 seconds in this little 1.2 litre Fiat. But that was me then. But I mean, all I can remember particularly was the sound of crickets. All this noise of crickets in the background, and it's like and roast chicken. And no, Spain's a lovely place. I know you've got heart for Spain.
Oh yeah, I've been to Spain.
France is your favourite city? France?
I love Paris. I honeymooned in Paris, so absolutely Paris it holds a lot of good memories for me. Lots of good memories. Yeah, I love Paris.
Oh.
Wish I could go back, but I only want to go back if I had somebody in my life that I loved.
Yeah.
And I would never want to go I'll go to Paris, just to see the Louvre again. And I mean, it's nice, it's all nice, but no, Paris is a city for lovers. It is.
Yeah.
I love Barcelona though. I love Barcelona. Barcelona holds a lot of good memories for me too. That's where Jose was born and raised, in Barcelona.
Brilliant. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Paris is like it's. I mean, I've been there once. I was quite young. I was about 10, 11. I can remember we stayed in a hotel, and we're in Paris. It's like such a lovely city.
It is, and it's like New York. It never sleeps.
Yeah,
we arrived there at something like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, traffic It's like, oh my
on the wrong
gosh.
side of the road. I just can't understand. You know what? The steering wheel's on the right.
I know.
But never mind. Yeah.
I wonder if I could drive in the UK. I don't know.
Yeah. I did say to Joe, when I said to him, I'm going to come over and stay with you for a few weeks, and can I drive your car? He kind of, he said, "Well, no." because we drive on the wrong side of the road. So
I know. I wonder why. Why do you guys do that?
I don't know. It just kind of like I'm not really sure really. But I mean, when I went to Spain, I've driven in France and Spain. I mean, it's quite. I didn't have any difficulty at all driving on the right hand side of the road rather than the left. It wasn't, the roundabouts. It wasn't any problem at all really.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well, now we do have some vehicles here, like our postal vehicles. They drive, they've got their steering wheel, but on the wrong side. But they do it so that they can deliver mail. I mean, it's just easy.
Yeah.
If you've got the steering wheel on the right hand side, you can just reach out over in the mailboxes and deliver your mail. So they do it for expediency's sake. So I can understand that.
Yeah, but again, getting back to your poems and the people there that people you work with, this what they write is just really.
I know.
Obviously, people read it when you post it on
Sometimes I get really discouraged, Gary. There should have been a book by now, a long time ago.
Yeah,
And I remember when Cameron Camp came, this was a few months ago, and I was so excited because I had made him like a little portfolio of the best work that they've done. Well, I mean, it's me writing, but obviously all the words, the ideas, the concepts, they're all theirs. They're all theirs. And every now and then, some of my poets will give me like word for word lines that I incorporate. Because a couple of the people that I had, they've actually published books. I mean, these are smart people. They're smart people that just have Alzheimer's. At any rate, Cameron Camp seemed to be very impressed. And, oh, yeah, this should be published. And Mrs. Kemper stood up before everybody, that whole, field of people, and said, Carol, you will be published. Your work will be published.
Yeah.
And, well, of course, fairness. I mean, she had a heart attack and she nearly died. I mean, it's very serious. So I can understand where publishing the resident's poetry is not going to be top priority. I mean, she has to come back and recover. And she is from her heart attack.
Yeah.
But I don't hear from Kristen anymore, When I send her things, I'll say, I'll just write, this is really worthy of publication. And like The Secret Place, remember what I sent you, The Secret Place?
Yeah, I love that poem.
Gary, that's good. I mean, I know everything I write with them is not worthy of publication. I know that. Some things are better than others. But I'll tell you, that was inspired. That was Hemingway. That was Faulkner. That was Washington Irving. That was good. That was really good. And in your heart what's good.
Yeah.
And she didn't even get back to me. Yeah, this is good. I think she probably doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know of any people, any publishers, or know how to go after them, and I don't. And yet I'm kind of locked in because I can't self-publish. I mean, I'm under contract to the Kemper Company, and whatever I write, they own.
Yeah.
Even though I might be doing the writing, they own it. So I can't just go off on my own somewhere and say, oh, I'm going to, forget you. I'm going to self-publish. No, I can't do that. Yeah. I wouldn't anyway. Yeah. But I so want, and Gary, I don't care if my name appears on it. I really don't. You know me. I don't care. I just want their work out there in Kemper House. And I know, I'm not saying that it's a market that's ever going to make the New York Times bestsellers list. It won't. But I know there's a little market out there for people, family members who have loved ones with Alzheimer's. I know there's a market for this.
Yeah.
But I'll never know.
Yeah, I mean, I've got friends in the UK here that've got, wives and husbands who've got Alzheimer's, and, it's like they, it's like I think, stuff like that you're writing shows that the mind is deteriorating because of a disease, but the soul of the person, so the brain is deteriorating, but the soul, the mind of the person is still very much there, and their spirit is still there. It's just the physical part of, the body, the brain is obviously, been attacked by this disease, but, it's kind of, it betrays a very deep kind of it really does show. My
mission is to help them keep their words as long as they can. That's my goal. That's my purpose.
It's still it's just so it's been great speaking to you, and this is the first live recording.
I know. It's live streaming. Does it go on forever and ever? Is this a book?
It's the first time we've done this, so I'm gonna hit stop broadcast.
Okay.
I imagine it's just going to go create a YouTube video. And then
one can hope. One can hope.
Hopefully it will. So I'll do it now. We're getting the green light.
Send me the link. That'll be interesting to see.
Okay. I love to speak to you. I'll speak to you soon.
Okay. Bye. Maybe.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I'm seeing this little thing in the corner. I never noticed it before. It says live.
Yeah, live. Yeah. First time we've done this. That's the first time.
Okay. All right. Ciao.
Right, let's have a go. Okay, bye.